So I gave you guys my draft for Raw and SmackDown. Now, this is the NXT and the free agent edition of that draft. So I know I said I was going to give it to you guys on Sunday. Some things came up. I actually just wanted to relax. I didn't do too much of anything. I just stayed to myself and, just listened to my music. Also, I've been following up on some old comic books, and I forgot how compelling the stories was. So I got caught up in that. If anybody know, I'm a big nerd, big geek over here. So if you didn't know, now you know. Anyway, bringing you guys back to this roster for NXT. This is not the final roster for NXT. I want to add a couple more people, and you'll see that as far as in the gameplay version of this. Like I as time progresses, I'll add people. And just to run down the roster right fast, you got Bobby Roode, Cassius Ohno, Cyrus Alma, the Scrippergram. Yeah, I mean that's why I call him the Mexican Scrippergram. No Way Jose, Pete Dunne, Curtis Hawkins, Roderick Strong, Eric Young, Tyler Bates, Mark Andrews, Tommy Enda, the Drifter, the Drifter, boy come out with the fuck guitar. And of course, I have some cruiserweights on here, which would be pretty much the top cruiserweights that's been featured. So you guys see Cedric Alexander, T.J. Perkins, Brian Kendricks, and Rick Swann. Drew Gulak, and Tony Nese. I like Tony Nese. Tony Nese was good on the independent scene. Just made sense to place him on NXT for right now. There will be some adjusting, but as far as right now, he will be featured on NXT. And I got into a debate, which was a good debate, on how I would be using the NXT roster, where I'd be using them as they're being used now, which would be to call up talent. And I said yesterday quite adamantly that, again, I would rather use NXT as its own brand, which, again, I'm giving NXT its own signature title, which would be the TV title, which there'll be a tournament for in the weeks to come. As far as that tournament doesn't start until after we get through all the championship tournaments, which would be NXT, the NXT title, the Universal title, and the WWE World Heavyweight title. So, with that being said, NXT will pretty much stand out on its own. Of course, I'm bringing in the cruiserweights on, and that will be on the gameplay. I'm bringing the cruiserweights on Raw, and I'm giving SmackDown its own title, which I'm bringing back the hardcore title. So, I'm really excited about that. I want to see how that's going to work out and how I'm going to book particular matches, especially for SmackDown. If y'all remember who's on SmackDown, you would understand why I put the hardcore title on SmackDown, which is just a better story arc. Trust me. It could get deep. It's going to get deep. It's going to get deep by the time I'm done with this. Freaking DIY. And this is just the tag teams. DIY, Authors of Pain, Blake, Wesley Blake, and Murphy, TM61, Sanity, and I'm thinking about putting the Wolves on there. Yeah, I mean the Wolves. And I've already told you that, again, my free. There's more to this list. I think there's only a total of 23 superstars on NXT, which means that they will be getting an additional 3 superstars, which just so they can beef up the tag team division. And the other reason why is because NXT needs talent. They need a big talent. They're going through that right now in modern day where they're searching for talent all over the place. So that's how I pretty much want to run it as far as that is concerned, as far as NXT is concerned. But, I'm always open to suggestions. I might just shuffle the deck every once in a blue. If you see certain people on certain places and it hasn't been announced, which it will be announced, I'm thinking of doing a proper booking show, which will, again, go over, this week of wrestling as far as my universe mode. And you will catch that also on the JP podcast. So if you're tuning in to me every week, every day, maybe every other day, if you're tuning in to me, you'll find that I have 3 shows. Well, 2 shows currently, Reaction and the JP show, which I do on the weekends. But I will be giving you another show sometime soon just to go over the roster changes and current news in the universe mode. I'm thinking of taking it all away, guys. That's what I'm saying. This is not false two-step, if you will. But as we get into it, I'm going to go over my free agents. Like I said yesterday, I'm only giving you 10 free agents right now. And then I got legends that will periodically pop up on different programs as far as Raw and SmackDown. Maybe even on NXT, some of their old talent will pop up down there, depending on who they're signed with. Again, we'll see how this works out. So to start it off, number 1 is CM Punk. Number 2 is Batista. Number 3, Rey Mysterio. Number 4, Shelton Benjamin. Number 5, Johnny Mundo, which is also Johnny Nitro, if y'all remember from back in the day. The Extraordinary Gentleman, Drew Gulak, Noah Mdar, and I might throw a couple more cruiserweights in there. I'm not sure. You'll have the Wolves, EC3, and Adam Cole. Also, and this is just for right now. These are the 10 that I'm going to throw out there who will eventually at some point in time be drafted by either 3 brands. So we'll see how it goes. And you got MVP and Mr. Kennedy, which I always thought these 2 should come back. So I'm going to somehow work it in there where they're coming back and they're getting good airtime. So that will do it for the free agent list. And now for my legends list, you got Sting, Stone Cold, The Rock, HBK, and Kevin Nash. And with that being said, that'll be it for today. That will be the draft. I will be back later today with wrestling news, so tune into that. Also, I'm working on the gameplay, you guys. I don't have any official dates of when I will be putting out the gameplay. I've already started recording the championship qualifying tournament, like the tournament that qualifies for the championship. Just keep you guys posted on what's going on. I've already started recording that. I'm thinking of being fully set up around WrestleMania weekend, so I got like 30 days. So look around about WrestleMania weekend. What type of gameplay you'll be getting on my channel, which is, again, JP Outlaw Labcast. If you're not following me on Wrestling Amino, again, get involved with this, you guys. It's a lot. I have 400 followers on Wrestling Amino, and that fan base alone has treated me right throughout the years. So, throughout the start of what I'm doing here. Definitely tune into that. You can also follow me on Twitter, JP Outlaw. And then you can also follow me on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, which is also JP Outlaw Labcast, okay? Peace, and everybody be safe. Have a good day. Be productive. Don't fuck nothing up. All right.